Good morning. Welcome back to IQD Updates. All right, guys. So here's the Central Bank of Iraq's website. Down at the bottom, the actual value of the Iraq dinar against the US dollar, guys, is 1,460 right there, highlighted blue for you. Okay. Again, that's the Central Bank of Iraq's website showing the value of the Iraq dinar against the dollar. Let's see what Forex shows. Forex shows, guys, just so you know, many of you, and I've tried to tell you I would not do it this way, but hey, you got to do what's best for you, have said when the rate changes, you always want to reference Forex. Okay? Let's look at that for a second. This is Forex right here, okay? This bottom line, I'm highlighting the value blue for you right there. It shows you, the highlighted blue shows you the value of the dinar against the dollar, guys, at 1,453. Today's Wednesday, guys. It took Forex 3 days to update and show the real true value of the Iraq dinar. 3 days. So my point is this. When the rate does change, those of you that said you want to reference Forex to identify the rate change, I wish you guys the very best on that. Guys, because there's only one source you should reference from what you've just seen factually right here. You should only reference the Central Bank of Iraq's website for the rate change, guys. It's the only one that will show it instantly and accurately at the moment it changes, because we now have factual proof it took Forex 3 days to update. Just want to reveal that to you, okay? So now they do show that the true rate is now hitting, the currency converter websites outside, the third-party ones outside of the Central Bank of Iraq, okay? So, and it takes Forex 3 days to update. Now, guys, I want to talk to you guys something about just a little common sense. Many of you want to keep arguing by saying that the rate can change, that from what we've seen with this, that the rate can change at any time. Guys, that's a double-edged sword. Small rate changes that don't impact, guys, this is just simple accounting. It's just simple common sense, simple accounting. Yes, the answer is small rate changes that don't drastically impact the value of the currency. Yes, those can take place at any time, guys, anytime. Small ones, again, that don't impact the actual value of Iraq's currency. Large ones that will impact the value of the currency that the budget might be calculated off of, guys. Those cannot happen at any time. Okay? Again, within the country of Iraq, they made it very clear to you that they specifically said they can only have one rate change per year, and it must be timed and coordinated with the timing period of a budget fiscal period, guys. It's not real hard to figure that out. What they're trying to tell you, it's real simple, just simple common sense, is that a large rate change, here's an example. Let's say if Iraq revalued their currency clear up to $1, guys. Okay, they'd be going from 1,500 dinar that equal $1 clear up to $1, guys. That is over 1,000% increase, okay? That significance, or that large of a currency rate change, guys, is going to have a drastic impact on the value of their currency, okay? That type of large rate change has to be coordinated and timed with the budget fiscal period. That's all they're trying to tell you, guys. This isn't real simple. It's not worth arguing. Again, small rate changes can happen at any time. It's large rate changes that will impact the value of the currency that the budgets are calculated off of. Again, the large ones that impact the value of the currency have to be timed and coordinated with the timing of a fiscal period for the rate changes. Okay, guys, that's all they're trying to tell you here. This isn't real complex. It's not hard to figure out. Okay, just wanted to clarify that with you guys. All right, so as you guys see, when the rate changes, I would not be referencing Forex for the rate change, because it takes 3 flipping days for Forex to accurately show and reflect the rate change. Not worth your time. Stick with the Central Bank of Iraq. That's the only true source that will be accurate and timely. Okay, got some articles for you guys. 21 budget will arrive in Parliament this week. Okay, yesterday one article said it was submitted to Parliament. This one's saying it's that it will arrive in Parliament this week, guys. Either way, no matter how you look at it, it's the budget's most likely not getting done until February. They already told you they need 45 days on the budget law. They also came out telling you that in their best opinion, the budget wasn't most likely going to be done until February sometimes anyway, guys. So there you go. The number one thing you guys want to see, really the next big step, remember they told us after they passed the borrowing law, they came out and said that they were going to try to start the implementation of the reforms in January, guys. That's a very important step in this, is seeing those reforms started in January, okay? That's the next big thing we're looking for, again, are the implementation of the reforms in January, okay? I can't stress that enough how important that step is. That's the next big thing we're looking for, okay? And guys, this is a very good sign right here. It says an unprecedented drop in the central bank auction sales. This is actually one of the signs we've been looking for, is to see the actual amount of money auctioned off through, or moved in a way, sold through the currency auctions, guys, because that would, when they really reduce those figures and numbers, that would be one of the signs letting us know that we're actually getting close to the timing of the rate change, okay? And here it is. All right, we wanted to see the overall volume decrease through the currency auctions, okay? And this happened, guys, because they have devalued the currency, they have reduced the spread, okay? So that's why now the volumes are coming down. It says right here, it says as for total sales for today, it was 77 million, okay, versus yesterday when it was 113 million. Okay, so that's very good. They are reducing. The currency auctions are now coming down. That's a great sign. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Okay. All right. So, and now I have one more for you. Let's look at what we got. All right. So, the cabinet decides to impose a 40% tax on salaries, guys. Remember yesterday, guys, I showed you an article that showed you that was for higher pay scales, not smaller ones, okay? They said on higher pay scales, as of yesterday, they're basically now going to impose a 40% tax on salaries on the 3 presidencies and special ranks of people who are on the higher end of the pay scale. So regarding the 21 budget, the cabinet elected to impose a 40% tax on salaries of presidents, ministries, deputies, general managers, and special ranks. He noted that employees whose salaries are less than $1 million will not be included in the new tax. He confirmed that the cuts and the allowances were canceled and replaced a progressive salary tax that starts anywhere from 8% and ends at 40%. Okay? Got one more article here for you guys. The 21 budget is the first step in the path of economic reform, guys. We saw an article similar to this yesterday. They're telling you here that the 21 budget, guys, is going to fund the reforms. That means that the 21 budget is calculated off of the dinar at a higher value. It has to be because right here, guys, the funding for the reforms can only be paid, or must be paid. It's required to make the payments on the reforms for the funding, guys, has to be paid with internationally recognized currency. So they're telling you right here that the 21 budget will be calculated off of a higher rate. It's that simple based on this right here. So great news. Anyway, guys, but again, the number one thing we're looking for right now is for the reforms to start being implemented specifically in January, guys. That there's something very key I'm looking for in that. So we'll get into all that once we see the reforms happening. Okay, it'll provide some amazing confirmation for us. You guys are the best. God bless you guys. Have a great day and happy holidays to you guys. Take care.